Alright guys, I just got my Mantry shipment for the month of October, and it was a little bit disappointing because as soon as I open it up, I look inside, and most of the times this thing is packed to the brim. It's so full most of the times that you can barely put everything back in here once you've gone through it all. But I will show you what's inside. They paired up with GQ this month, so they've got a pretty extensive pamphlet here. Again, I'll show you guys a close-up of everything that's inside. But there are actually a few things that I've been wanting that they ended up shipping in this box. So I'm going to start off with what they've got on the front. And it is old-fashioned, it's Buttermilk #1 Bourbon Barrel Old Fashioned. And it's a mixer. It's 8.5 fluid ounces. And pretty large bottle. I am not very big into whiskey. I've always wanted to have a good old-fashioned, but like I said, I don't like whiskey, so most of the times I've stayed away from it. This will pretty much push me over the edge to actually try one. And they've got ingredients or instructions here. I mean, it's relatively simple to make an old-fashioned, but they've got some instructions there to help you make a good one, and how to make the most out of the mix that they send you. Alright, next is Bee's Knees Chipotle Lime Peanuts. It is from Charleston, South Carolina. And these peanuts, I want to say that I've received in one of my bespoke post boxes from the same company. They were good, they weren't great. I haven't tried these yet. Just haven't been in the mood to eat Chipotle Lime peanuts. But they look good, they're small batch, and there's about 3/4 of a cup in there. It also tells you what beers it pairs well with, which is pretty much every beer that they listed in there. Next we have something that I've tried before. It's here it is. It's chocolate salami. So if you saw my first Carnivore Club, you saw that I got 5 things of salami, including a chocolate salami. It wasn't this exact one, but it was very similar. The other one that I had like candied fruit in it, pistachios, other stuff. This one has chocolate with figs, dates, and almonds. I haven't tried this one yet, but the last one that I had impressed me. It was really sweet, but it was one of those things that if you put a bunch of meat out there, it was something sweet for people to snack on that kind of wanted something sweet, but it also looks good too. So it's called Dude Sweet Chocolate FDA Chocolate Salami. And this is from Dallas, Texas. Alright, next is something I've actually seen in one of their boxes before, and I was kind of interested in it, but I wasn't going to go out and buy it myself. It's Savannah Bee Company Raw Honeycomb, and it's basically a brick of honeycomb there. And there's a few different ways that they encourage you to use it. You can make a Gold Rush cocktail is what they have here, where you actually garnish the drink with a little bit of honeycomb. But honestly, what I'm going to use it for is probably a few things that I bake with honey. I'll probably just put the brick of honeycomb in there. Alright, next I'll talk about the whiskey salami. And it's pretty hard. Yes, salami is supposed to be hard, but it's pretty hard. It's in a package, like you could buy this in the store off the shelf. But it's a whiskey barrel-aged salami. So I'm going to see how this tastes. I mean, I've got lots of meat still in the fridge, but this might be good because it's going to have the oak and whiskey flavor mixed in with it. Alright, and then lastly we have Beer Flats Porter Crackers. So they are crackers made with beer, and I tried one of these. They're really good. They have all the grain maltiness flavor that a porter has. That's one thing I really liked about these, but these would pair great with cheese or obviously meat. So if you're cutting up this, have this nearby, or even some honeycomb nearby for people to put on these. But anyways, as you can see, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of stuff that I end up getting in my box, but this is expensive. I saw this online. This was like $20 last time that I looked at it, and that was over a year ago. But each of these salamis usually comes out to about $10 buying them directly. So you're hitting about 40 bucks here. The peanuts and these, let's say they even out to $20 or $10. So now we're running into about 50 bucks. And then the question is for all of you, is this worth $15? I would argue if they listed this, they probably would list it at $15. But overall, the value of this box is hovering right around the price that I paid, which is $75. Again, none of these I've ever seen anywhere in the store. I've gotten these similar ones in Bespoke Post. I've gotten one like this in Carnivore Club. I've seen this before, but the rest of these I'd never heard of or knew existed. So these are 3 new things that they had, and then something that I actually wanted that they ended up sending in there. So overall, the question is really, do you think this is worth $75? I think it's right at that $75 mark, but that's because I have experience with some of this stuff, and again, excited to try some of the new things that they sent me. But again, Mantry, $75 a month. They'll send you full-size, handcrafted goods orientated towards what things men would like. I didn't mention this, but it seems like they usually have a theme each month. They really never have been mentioning the theme in these pamphlets here, but this theme is probably something centered around whiskey or alcohol or something along those lines, as there's 2 items that concentrate around whiskey, beer nuts, and beer flats. So anyways, I don't know if I'm going to be getting any more Mantry subscriptions. It just depends. Again, I'm moving, so if I don't get any more, this will be my last one. But overall, Mantry is really only as good as if you think this is a good value for you. If you could go out to the store and buy most of this stuff, or buy stuff that you like that's better than the stuff that I've got here, or similar to the stuff that I've got here for cheaper, then go out and do that. Then Mantry's not worth it for you. But anyways, thanks you guys for watching. If there's any other stuff that you'd like me to see and review for you guys, please put that in the comments below. It'll take me a while to get back just because I'm in the middle of a move. So once I get all that stuff accomplished, I'll get the videos out to you guys and get you some new reviews. Thanks.